welcome back to Salty Sunshine. How you doing, Mama?
I'm doing good, feeling salty, ready to talk some smack. I, actually, I went to walk the dog in the rain this morning. That's always fun.
Oof. And then I know Lulu, she takes forever to pee, and she literally goes in circles.
Well, not in circles because I take her for long walks because she's not the kind of dog like all my other dogs that you can just take her out and she goes like a normal freaking dog. You hit the grass and you go. She's not like
Hmm.
that. So I have the umbrella and I have her shirt on and I have so many items. It's a lot.
Yeah, no, luckily for me, Scoot, I'm like, pee, and he understands, he pees.
Well, because he's a regular dog. My dog is a lemon. She's Lulu Lemon.
No, I've seen a lot of dogs who don't pee right away. I think I'm
Really?
blessed.
I've never had a dog that hasn't peed when they hit the grass.
Mm.
Ever. It's so annoying. So I checked right before coming on, I checked Charlotte the Stingray. I checked her TikTok and she's bigger than a house and she hasn't given birth. And I have a feeling whatever's coming out of her is gonna be something crazy.
It's just like insane right now. It's in
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Months late. Like, is there something
Yeah.
coming out of her? Like,
And
that
they
isn't
keep
that not
and
concerning?
they're sticking to that story that it's like immaculate conception. I don't think so.
Oh, they don't think it's a shark?
They keep saying like it's not.
Well, clearly it is, because if it was stingrays, it would have been out a while ago. So she's cooking up something different. So that's why it's taking forever.
She might need a C-section. I don't know. You can't do a C-section
Maybe.
underwater. Oh my gosh. They can't have
Wait, why?
operation. How do like fit people like fishes that like sea life? They can't have operations, right? Because they're in the water. Everything will all the water will go in.
I mean, I'm sure there's a way.
Think about it though. They can't open up a body underwater.
I mean, she's big enough where you could stick her head underwater.
That's wild. Think about it. I'm gonna have
I
to.
think she's big enough where they would like stick her head underwater.
I'm gonna do a deep dive into sea life surgeries. That's gonna be my afternoon entertainment. So much going on. So Stagecoach. I have to ask you. I actually would love to do Stagecoach. Maybe I don't know because now in theory I want to, but thinking of the steps, like probably not. It's too much hassle. But it's in the same place as Coachella, right?
Yeah, I think they use the same stages and everything.
So the same people that go to Coachella go to Stagecoach. Like what?
No, Stagecoach is like country music. It's
I
definitely a
know.
different demographic.
Hello, I
But
like
there
all the
are a
dog.
lot. Yes, there are a lot that go to two.
That's like ridiculous. I would never. Like who wants to do something that many days? Hell no. But um yeah. So I heard Heather McDonald on Juicy Scoop because she bought a house down there and she went to Stagecoach and she was saying the story on her Friday episode and she was like, well, she, her and her husband, like he wanted to ride the bike. She's like, no, everyone steals bikes. Like she's going through the whole thing and she's like, it's miles like to get to where you're going. And like the Ubers are ridiculous and the walking is ridiculous. And she's like, if you pay $30, they have like this little cab cart thing that takes you. She's
Mm-hmm.
like, it's worth it.
Pedicab.
Yeah. She's like, it's worth the $30 each way. I'm like, it's just a freaking money pit is what it sounds
I
like.
mean, that's every festival. Like, even the one ACL in Austin, we take the pedicabs because the cars can only go so far, and then you're walking for like 30 minutes, and like
When you
it's
say
not as bad
pedicab,
as Coachella.
do you mean the guy with the bicycle?
The bicycle and then the cart in the back.
I rode that I think, with my friend. That
Maybe.
they're blasting music.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary. Like if you went over.
No, it's not. You're scared of everything.
No, I'm saying it's like a
um,
bicycle and it can lose like balance.
some of them like are really swerving in there, so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stagecoach. Well, Coachella is probably more Stagecoach. Well, I don't know. I wonder how many people go to Stagecoach compared to Coachella.
Yeah.
But
I don't
I was
know.
invited this year. The houses around there are beautiful. Didn't make it, but
Stagecoach?
yeah.
It's a nightmare. It's not first okay, and then you see videos, right, of people you literally are watching the screen because you're so far from the stage you can't see anyways. Like all that for that. It's like, what is the point? To me, it's not worth it, but
Well, you're talking to someone who loves going to concerts, so
I mean, I love a concert, but it has to be the right
festival.
yeah. So I've been to what is the one here in Las Olas? Obviously I've been to Chili Cook Off in Fort Lauderdale every year. I used to go, but that one I
Don't
don't
do that.
care. But that one, you just like, you could sit anywhere in the grass and hear the music, and like, I don't really need to see them up close, like, fine. But you're
It's
just
literally the same thing.
no, I know, but it's like a 20-minute drive versus like all the other mission. It's not a big mission and
Yeah.
it's not that expensive. So to me, that's okay. Or if like the one on Tortuga Festival in Fort Lauderdale on the beach, I've been to that. It's like fine, you're sitting in the sand, you can sit by the water, you can hear it. You don't have to be so close, but again, not a mission, not $1 million.
Well, the
Fine.
whole point, it's like, and it, like, it's the atmosphere and it's the experience. Like,
And
it's in a really nice area. The Airbnb that I was invited to, I was like, I kind of just want to go so I can hang out with everyone at the Airbnb. Like, it's like the places are that nice and like it's just the whole experience of it.
yeah, I'd like to visit that area because it's cute. It's all
Yeah.
pink, like all
Like, I
pastel
actually just wanted
colors.
to go just so I could stay at the Airbnb.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather do that. Go to the after party and not the
Because
actual event.
honestly, I love country music, but I don't know enough people to want to go.
Yeah. Morgan Wallen was there, the chair thrower.
Oh,
I love his songs, so I would have enjoyed him. And
yeah.
then also this weekend we're deep in wedding season. Alex Cooper got married.
Hmm.
Nick Viall got married.
Oh, I didn't do the Nick
Didn't-
Viall one. Wait.
I've only posted all the content. Hello, you're not looking at our socials? Oh my god, how that work? You're not even looking? I mean, so Nick Viall and Natalie Joy got married, and her family has like a 300-acre Savannah, Georgia farm, and it was so beautiful. It was giving Yellowstone. Their welcome party,
Ooh.
their outfits were so beautiful. Her and
Ooh.
Alex Cooper's wedding dress was the same. It's like this peplum high. It's like everyone's wearing that type of wedding dress now. It's like a corset type, and then the top sides come up.
Oh yeah, they kind of are the same. Well,
They're
Alex.
exactly the same.
Well, the tops are the same.
Like the design of the dress is the same.
Yeah, but I'm saying like not the
Natalie
flow
has
of the bottom.
yeah. So Alex
Um.
Cooper's wedding. Who do you want to talk about first?
Okay, let's talk about Alex because I already looked at hers. I haven't looked at Nick's.
Her wedding
Okay.
content was everything.
I
Her
actually. No, actually, continue. Continue.
the involvement of her dogs. I'm obsessed. I am
Oh yes.
obsessed. She flew her beautiful dogs. They're intricate part of the wedding. They had cup stirrers with the dogs' faces on them on the top. She had
Coasters.
no the stirrers.
Oh, the stirrers. Oh.
Okay. They had playing cards. The dogs are on them. They had a sand mold. The dogs' faces. Like I'm
Oh.
obsessed. The dogs were everywhere eating cake. Part of the photos. I'm like, that's my dream wedding.
No, I mean, I started following Alex because of her dog when she first got Henry. So
Yes.
they're just as much a part of this journey with her as she is to call her daddy and
Um.
just everything.
I
Like,
mean,
I'm obsessed with her dog.
I'm obsessed with
And the
all
fact that
dogs.
there's two of the same,
Mm-hmm.
so cute. And then, so I love how chill and laid back her wedding seemed.
Yeah. A lot of
Like, I
photos.
love the whole like, I'm not usually a fan of beach weddings, but I love the way she did it. Like, her welcome party or the reception, one of them, was not like a fancy dinner kind of thing. It was like a at the beach bonfire, movies. Like everyone was still dressed up really pretty, but it was just like so much more laid back and intimate.
Do you know what
And I
part of
thought it was
Mexico she was in?
adorable. Hmm?
What part of Mexico was she in? Do you know? Like Cabo? Like where?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah. It was a lot of photos. I'm gonna say that, and she overshared everything, which is amazing. She gave us a play by play. She left no
Mm-hmm.
details out. I appreciate it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. All her outfits were top tier, 10 out of 10, beautiful and simple. Her outfits were beautiful but simple and classy.
Mm-hmm. I
I
loved
loved
her
it.
outfits. They were very her and very classy, but also in like a sexy way. Like they were
Yeah,
still sheer and fun, but in a classy way. I loved them.
and a lot of them, like a lot of them, a lot
Well,
of
yeah,
outfit
she had like
changes.
4 nights.
Yeah, that's wild. Um, yeah. I mean, I didn't focus on her groom whatsoever. I don't even know what he looks like. I just was looking at her and the dogs. And yeah, It was like a really beautiful, and I posted. She saw the story I shared of her
Oh,
on
cool.
Instagram. I know, because I shared her one of her posts, applauding her
Hmm.
for the premium content and the dogs, and so I loved it. It was great. Anything else about it?
I don't know. I just think her wedding was like so different compared to like everyone who's been doing like these big grand weddings. Hers
It
was just
seemed
so
like
simple.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot, but it seemed like flawless. Like whoever was like managing it did a good job, like I guess of,
Hmm.
you know, getting everything the way it should be, but also like with the chill vibe.
Right. And I like didn't expect her outfits. Like I loved them. They were also
Really
so
good.
different. Like they weren't all white. Like there's this one that was like more of like a beige sheer with like these like embellishments. They were so different. And it was
And
so beachy, but it was
she
dressed up
she's
so
so
good.
skinny. She's lost a lot of weight. She was never like that. Like what is with
Yeah.
everyone being waif skinny? Like I can't like what's going on?
Well, it's
Like
just the trend now.
it's like but it looks like they're gonna drop dead out of like malnutrition. Like they're like beyond skinny. It's literally like you eat two peanuts every day. Like that's what you look like.
Right. Well, remember when we talked about like some people just have certain heads that aren't meant to be so skinny?
Yeah, but she's not one of them.
Really?
She still looks like she looks too skinny. It's like the legs. Like it's like just you could just see the femur and the like you could just see their leg bones.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
wild.
also like before it was like big butts, big boobs. Now it's like as skinny as you can get. Coke, the
The
90s,
90s
Coke
supermodel
skinny.
look,
Yeah.
but it's too skinny in my opinion. Like it just looks like they just wrote off eating. Like they're not doing it
Right.
anymore. Like they're
Well, yeah,
just
because there's like a
deciding not
difference
to eat.
between like skinny and you clearly are still getting your nutrition in,
Yeah.
kind of skinny, and then when you're just like not eating.
There's a difference between 18-year-old skinny, like when you're 18 and you can eat McDonald's and you're skinny, and then I'm not eating skinny. Like it's a
Yeah.
different, yeah, it's
But
different.
she probably had all this stress for the wedding that she like needed to be a certain size or something. I don't know.
I always feel like nervous. It gives me anxiety when I see people that are so skinny. I'm like, I don't know. It's like crazy. Anyways, I always
Well,
think
now
like
you're
what's
just skinny
happening.
shaming, which I don't
It's
condone.
not skinny shaming. It's like is your body healthy inside? Because we do need nutrients to live. Like you can't just exist. Unfortunately, because I freaking hate eating. Like I hate the fact that we had to eat so much. It bothers me. I've always told you this. You know this. Like I think our whole world is eating, and it's so annoying. Always thinking about where you're going to eat next. Like I wish we could just not eat as humans.
Yeah, it's
But we,
multiple times a day.
it's awful. It's
It's
so annoying.
exhausting.
I wish we just weren't people that had to eat. Like just live our lives and not eat. But have a shake in the morning and be done, and like never be hungry because. But be healthy doing that, which that's not the case because
Right.
we have to eat.
I know. It's exhausting trying to think about like how much protein you have to eat.
So let's talk about Nick Vial and Natalie Joy's wedding that you haven't seen.
Well, I'm looking at
Um,
it.
so beautiful. Are you looking at the black and white photos?
Yes.
It was so pretty. That's also very laid back on a farm. Super chill, but really nice. Horses and
Yes. So do you like her, I guess like the reception one where it's like, well, it looks like Alex's dress. It looks like her dress on the top and then it goes down into like a lace.
yeah.
Like this is what I was trying to say about Alex's, that something about it was just like a lot more classier. I
Well,
don't know
this
if that
was
makes
more like
sense.
farm life. So farm life usually doesn't translate to the classiest. It's not the same
Well,
style.
I'm talking about her outfit.
Yeah, but the outfit correlates to
It's
the farm
not
vibe.
farm at all.
Well, the lace, it is kind of though. Like
Oh yeah.
it's more like a country look, which is never translated to classy beach look, you know? It's a different vibe.
Yeah. I'm just saying like the type of lace she chose maybe or like just like the embellishments, like those kind of little details. They were like the relaxed ruffle and the way it laid compared to just like a lace on the bottom. Like I don't know. I just love the pieces that she chose. But anyways, we'll go back to
I
Nick and
think it's
Natalie.
pretty. The lace gloves with the lace bottom. But I do think it's a different style, like you're saying. Like it looks like another wedding dress and not
Hmm.
an aft, like a reception dress. It's not my favorite look, but it's cute. It's fine. But like I know what you're saying. Like Alex's was like a top. No, Alex's was another level because it was like
Yeah.
so chic and so cute.
It was just so chic.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the perfect word. She was just so chic.
yeah. But I think Natalie looked beautiful. I think Nick with his cowboy stuff looked really cute. The baby in
Yeah.
the photos. It seems to me like the whole day is like them taking photos. I'm like, oh my god, how many photos do you need? But you know me.
Okay, that's my thing for when I have a wedding because I've like seen other people's wedding, like friends, and now people are doing like a first look. Like you know how the first look is supposed to be like the girl going down the aisle? Now they're doing like a first look because then they could get the pictures out of the way and they don't have to spend like half the wedding taking pictures.
Yeah. So if you look at all these pictures, like there's a lot. Like you know me. I like quick, simple. Like I would be like, all right, we're done. No more pictures. Like I can't. Like I can't take all day taking photos. Like it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's too many.
exhausting.
Yeah.
That's why people like she got ready, one of my friends got ready at like 8 a.m. for her wedding at 4 or 5 because they had to take all these pictures beforehand.
Well, why can't they just take pictures as they go along? Why does it have to be a whole setup like before? You know, do some in the front and then like during the wedding. Like, why is it so many without the
Well, yeah,
wedding?
because I guess it's like the wedding
It's a photo shoot.
party, just them two, the family. Like, I don't know. Stuff like that takes forever. And in order to get good photos, like the secret is taking 1,000.
Yeah,
So,
it's a lot, but I loved it. It's wedding season. Um, I thought they were cute. Everything. I thoroughly enjoyed the content. Thank you very much.
yeah, very cute. Two different weddings, very different weddings, but both
hmm
very cute.
So they're on their way to the honeymoon now, or they're there. I don't know when Alex got married. I'm assuming she posted all that like a
Oh.
week later. I don't know if she actually got married like recently or.
Does she post her honeymoon stuff? Is she on a honeymoon?
Yeah, I think they are.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then,
they are. To the mountains, from the beach to the mountains.
yeah. So congratulations to them. We also had those crazy tornadoes. Did you see that? Did you get it bad weather?
Mm, we did get bad weather, but we did get some hail, I think, but that's it.
Oh my gosh, the like the really bad ones I saw in Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
It destroyed like all these like how scary. Where do you go? Like what if you're at work? I mean, your dog's at home. Like I don't know. I can't live like that because you don't have
I
a
mean,
lot of
do they get
time.
enough of a warning? I think they do.
But like here in Miami, we get tornado warnings like if there's a storm, but you don't know it like if it's actually going to form and when. Like it's not like a hurricane that you have 3 days to prepare.
Yeah.
They have an hour maybe before a potential like
I
the
always wondered
sirens
what
start.
I would do because,
Like this one lady, the siren started going, so she rushed home. She grabbed her dog and her kid and they went to the basement. But like it's a quick like you don't have that much time.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's scary.
yeah, but I mean, at least they have like basements and somewhere to hide. I always wondered, we're technically outside of the tornado zone, but it happens in Texas. So I'm like, what if one day? Like,
No,
where
you're
would I
just
go?
nowhere. You have nowhere to go
There's
and
like
you
nowhere to go.
no, and there's people driving like towards it to film it. It's so crazy. Like what are you doing?
Yeah. If you don't
Oh my
see it
god.
moving, I think that's when it's coming right at you. Something like that. Like if it's not going to the side, you don't see it moving.
It's wild and it's just it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
Why can't they
Tornadoes are
stop it?
probably the scariest.
Why can't they stop a
Compare maybe
tornado?
that or a tsunami.
I wonder why they can't stop it. Like when they see it forming, why can't they like dissolve it?
I know with everything we have these days. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean they can make it rain. You saw Dubai the other week. They put all this artificial rain and they got this in a storm like so it would create more rain and they flooded the whole area and all the cars were floating because they did too much of it.
Wait, I saw that. They did that?
They did that on purpose.
Oh, I did
Can you
not know
imagine?
that.
And they flooded everyone. So
Okay, if they can do that, like hopefully they're working on something maybe
I don't know.
to like
But
stop this kind of stuff, but
yeah, so I'm curious going back to the weddings if that dress is going to be like everywhere. I don't like wearing things that are trending because then you look like everyone looks the same. So
Exactly.
I wouldn't,
I know,
yeah.
like the whole after Hailey Bieber wore it, that all that lace, that look, it was huge.
Yeah.
Like I loved her wedding dress, but like now it's just like overdone.
Yep. Everyone's wearing leopard print, I noticed too. That's like a new thing now. Have you noticed? Like Paige DeSorbo, like all these people, they've been all in leopard. I'm like, I guess
Hmm.
leopard's back.
Leopard's back. I think red is still here. I love red.
I enjoy a leopard, tank or something, like a piece, not a whole thing. But I enjoy a
Yeah,
leopard.
just like
Yeah,
an accent piece.
yeah, it's fun. Going back to Stagecoach, did you see that controversy that these girls? So Revolve is always there, and they had these two signs, like one
Hmm.
arrow going this way, one arrow going that way. And it's like over 1 million followers, less than 1 million followers, and people were personally offended and posting it. Everyone's like, "Don't you understand? This is like satire. Like it's a joke because it was that pizza place, Pizza Slice or something, something pizza. They did the signs, and it's like a joke. It wasn't like literal. Like they didn't really mean more than 1 million followers.
Was it actually a joke?
Yeah, they said they do it every year. They make fun of like the whole thing, and so people are like
Oh.
taking it serious, posting all these things when they're like it's a joke.
This is why you can't trust these people. This girl posted it. She has over 1 million
Yeah,
followers and she was posting it like raging, like, I'm not even
yeah.
gonna go anymore. And then she like left. And people were like, you just gained a follower. Like, no, you're a liar.
So I mean that's what I read, and all the comments said yes, they do it every year. So I don't quote me on this, but that they said it's satire, and I would assume that made sense to me because I don't think anyone is that dumb to
Yeah.
actually put those signs and like take it seriously. It seemed off, like someone would do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think the people posting it being upset were also joking? Like the ones who were
No,
physically there?
I think they took it seriously. But how are they supposed to know it's a joke? They're just,
That's true.
they should put on the
Yeah, because
sign.
I've never even, I don't know what that's from.
They should put on the sign in red, joking on the bottom. Like I don't know, like how people,
Right.
because she got turned off. She's like, I'm not going in there, so she left.
Yeah.
So
And yeah,
that's
how are you
silly.
supposed to know it's a joke? And then someone was like explaining what it meant. They were like, oh, it's because people with over 1 million followers get the pictures first and they get priority over
They're like they
pictures and
shouldn't.
stuff like that.
And then someone else was like, they shouldn't put that. They should just put VIP and non-VIP or something.
Right. A little more subtle. But I guess it's a joke.
Maybe that's their way of joking, saying VIP, non-VIP.
Yeah, they still mean it, but it's a
I don't
joke.
know. I don't know what the deal is. So the other
Mm.
day, last Friday, I took Lulu to the dog park, and there was this lady there with a Vizsla. Do you know the Vizslas, the dogs? They're so cute.
No.
They're like, I don't know how to explain it. They're so cute. But anyway, she was there with her Vizsla. Lulu got into it with her at the beginning because she likes to be a bully, and then she gets over it. So she was telling me that this is her second Vizsla because her other one, it's a bad story. So she lives like right across the street from the park, and her husband brought the Vista, and her husband said, "Oh, I think it's time we could let the dog out without a leash." I'm like, "Oh my god, people, there's a freaking leash law." So she's outside with the dog without a leash, and her neighbor's daughter came. I don't know if she was drinking or what, but she was speeding. She hit the dog and killed the dog because the dog wasn't on leash. Well, because the girl was both. The girl was speeding, but the dog was off leash, and she killed the dog. And I'm like, I would never. I would divorce my husband. Like, first of all, why are you
I
listening to
know.
your husband? Why are you listening to him? Like, but anyways, it was a horrible story. So it ruined my Friday. I was like, oh my god, this is so sad. I told her
That
there's
is
a
so
leash law.
sad. It's just like not necessary.
It's such a man thing too. Like they don't have to follow the rules. Like I'm a
That
man.
is such a man thing. Oh my God. No, always.
My ex did that. Remember? I would get in huge fights with him. I'm like, these dogs depend on you for their dogs, and you're being irresponsible letting them off leash when there's a leash law and you're not special. Like men just think that they don't have to follow the rules. They know better. They know better.
Hmm.
But like the dog doesn't know better. So now the dog's dead because you know better and you think the dog knows your brain, and the dog is just a dog. Like, oh
I
my
think
god.
it's more just like they think that they have authority and they're like, the dog will listen to me. Like, I have it under control kind of
What is
thing.
wrong
And
with
it's
their
like,
pea brains? What is wrong with their brains?
it's
It's
called,
such a
no,
man thing.
it's their ego. That's the issue.
Oh my god, they need a PSA. They need a
I
PSA.
mean, they always need a PSA.
I will tell you, all the people I find with their dogs off leash and I have to rip them a new asshole and tell them it's against the law, most of them are men. There's a few women, but most of them are men.
They
Because,
think they're above it.
they're special.
Yeah.
Anyways, that
That's
was a terrible
infuriating.
story.
I
It was a
could never
terrible.
look at him again.
But why does she listen? It's her baby. It's her babies. I would never. I'd be
Yeah.
like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sad. It was very sad. Did you put here the Sex and the City remake, The Carrie Diaries?
Did you see that?
No, I think I already. But okay, I think I saw that years ago. Did you
Like
watch it?
a young version?
Yeah,
Okay, so maybe they started it years ago. Now they just came out.
a new season or the first season.
Oh, has it already been out? Interesting.
I just recall
I
that
don't
I
know.
saw something about that a while ago. Did you watch it?
No, it looks so cheesy.
Oh, what is it
Like,
on?
I don't know what it is. I think it might be CW is where I saw it.
The Carrie Diaries?
The Carrie Diaries. Oh, there's something about reboots that they
Hmm.
always have like cheesy characters
Yeah,
as the young people. Like
yeah.
even that 70s shows, like they always look too young. They always look like just like they don't fit.
It's hard to recreate such a fabulous show like with
Yeah.
other people and another time, especially in this woke crap. I mean, Law and Order is done kaputs. I tried to give it another
Mhm.
shot, and it's like, take it off, just stop, just quit, just take the show off. Like it sucks, bad, bad, bad. Like stop making fetch happen. Speaking of fetch, Mean Girls just turned 20 years ago. Mean Girls. Happy birthday yesterday to them. So good, so good, such a good movie. But it's hard. It's like if they recreated Mean Girls, they can't. They did recreate
I
Mean
think they
Girls.
did.
Was it good? I don't remember if
I don't
I
know.
think
I never saw it.
they can't. It's hard. It's hard to
Like the
recreate.
characters just don't fit.
No.
Yeah. Like this one looks really cheesy. Like
Well,
cheesier
watch
than
it.
the remake or like
Okay,
than the next season of the older women.
watch an episode, report back. I'm curious. It might be sometimes things look cheesy and they turn out to be okay. Just like if you want to see a really cute movie, Anyone But You on Netflix, the trailer looks so stupid and cheesy and I was bored and there was nothing else to watch, so I put it on and it was such a great movie. I loved it.
Is that
So
Sydney Sweeney's movie?
yeah,
Oh, I heard really bad things about it.
the I would never pick it based off the trailer, but it was
Yeah.
actually amazing. I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. Maybe I will
Yeah.
watch it.
It's funny and it's awesome. I love it. It's good.
Okay. I think people were just hating on her, but
You can't listen to people's reviews because sometimes people are like, "Oh, it's the funniest thing you've ever seen." I don't laugh once. I'm like, "What is everyone watching?" Like you cannot
uh,
really. Sometimes people don't have the
it's
same
too
vision.
personal. Like people don't. It's what you like. Yeah. I like a good cheesy rom com.
I saw two amazing cheesy rom-coms. That one and one I never saw before. With did I text you about it? The one with Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh,
Excuse me, something. What is it? No
I
hard
don't
feelings. No
know.
hard feelings.
No Hard Feelings, where she dates the younger guy, which is like a little
Another
weird.
movie that I would never watch based on what I've seen about it.
Yeah,
So freaking funny.
it is funny.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah,
Oh, I just saw it after all these years because it's kind of old. Um.
I just saw it like a couple weeks ago too. It's
Oh,
actually
really?
really funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I didn't see it when it first came out because it looked so stupid, and it's so funny. I
Yeah,
loved
the
it.
trailer doesn't do it justice,
No,
and it's actually pretty funny. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence always has good movies, in my
not
opinion. So,
really. She had so many
no?
bad movies. She had a string of really bad movies. That's why I was like, what is? That's why I didn't want to watch it because I'm like, it
Maybe
sucks.
I didn't watch those.
Those space movies and like this other movie like kind of sucked. But yeah,
Mm.
she's generally really good and funny. But I was irked out by how young that kid looked next to her. Like I was like,
Yeah,
ew, are you gonna make out with this guy? Ew. So that's the only thing about the movie that irked me out, but I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, because it's not even college. I think he was like in high school.
It was gross. Yeah, and she was like
Yeah,
30. She was 30.
yeah,
Yeah. No.
yeah. It was a little weird, but
It was so weird.
overall, it was funny.
I love it. You got to watch it. And then Anyone But You, I loved it. Love that. I love those movies. Like it was like a classic, like how they used to make, like really good, romantic, funny.
Hmm.
That it wasn't too predictive. I don't know. It was fun. It wasn't boring.
I was gonna say that's what JLo needs to go back to. I feel like she's a little rom com queen.
Her rom com movies are just stellar, top
Yeah, she
tier.
needs to just go back to that. She could have been
Yeah,
an astounding rom com queen, and she decided she needs to do 1,000 other things. Stick to
that
what
movie,
works.
her latest movie that was on Prime about the wedding, Shotgun Wedding or something. It was really good. I mean, it
Hmm.
wasn't like the best movie ever, but it was fun to watch. It wasn't bad. It was just like these movies.
Yeah.
Um, I heard that J Lo changed the name of her tour because she couldn't sell tickets and she keeps having to cancel shows. So instead of "This Is Me Now," it says "This Is Me Still" or something. Like she changed so it doesn't represent the move. I don't know. Like she's trying to like switch it up because no one will go to her tour.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is the downfall of JLo.
Is that the downfall? Oh my god, people are so dramatic.
I mean, I heard this on Giggly Squad that it's like very impressive that she's been in the industry for so long and
Seriously.
still
Yeah,
relevant.
of course.
But our generation, not mine, like the one below me, is just not having it.
I just remember now. We never looked into the Nick Viall Patty Stanger show to see if it was on TV.
I did see
What?
like I didn't see it, but I just saw that it was there.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
Okay, so
You
we'll
just
record
reminded me
next
that I
week.
have to watch it. But yeah, I saw that it was there, but I was already like on my way to see something else. But yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I'll find it. So we'll watch that, and I also started to watch the fifth episode of the Nickelodeon one. What is it called? Quiet on Set.
Oh, I forgot there were new episodes out.
One episode. I didn't get through it all. I have to finish it, but I will say a scene irked me, and it didn't go right with me.
Drake Bell.
Drake Bell. So he made a video, a song. He made a song and with a video, and the video, it's like about the abuse, and it irked me. I did not like it. It was creepy. It was too. He had blood all over him. It was. Ugh. I was like, oh god, why would you do
He
that?
made a music video, or it was like for this show, or he made like
No,
a music
himself.
video.
He made a song with a video about his
Oh,
abuse, and it's not good. It's irky. It's gross. I didn't like it.
oh, I need to go
So I
watch
stopped
that.
watching it. So I turned it off because I was like, oh. I turned
It
it
was that bad.
well, it just gave me the creeps. It didn't feel like it didn't feel appropriate. I don't know what I don't know. I didn't
Well,
jive.
what he went through wasn't appropriate, so
No, I know, but it felt irky. You watch it and let
because
me know.
the whole situation's irky.
No, I know, but it wasn't like made in a way that looked like a movie, like a scene. It was different. I don't know. Let me know what you think if you watch it.
Are you the one who told me you like F Boy Island?
I saw that first season and I didn't like it. I didn't watch anything after that if they've had more seasons.
Wait, you did like it?
I did like the first season.
Oh, okay. Because now there's like that's what I was watching the reality show. There's an F Girl Island, but it's called Lovers and Liars.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And so like the girls come on. Well, I guess that's the same thing as F boy. Like the girls either come on as a lover or an F boy or girl. It's pretty good.
So the only thing with the first season of F Boy Island, so the whole thing of that show, I don't know if they changed it, but you have F boys and you have regular people, and you have to. They don't tell you who's who, and you have to decide who's who, which is weird. And then so like at the end, you won money for a charity or something like that. Like the guy got it. If you didn't realize the guy was an F boy or something like that, like he either got it or the charity got it. And so the F boy, something happened. So I'm like, kind of ruins it for next seasons because then they know what to do. I don't know. It was weird the way the end.
No, there's like three boys this season, and then they have to choose whether they have to choose a girl and hope she's a lover. And if
Yeah,
she's an F girl, then the girl gets to take all the money, 100K.
that's what I'm
100K.
saying though. That kind of ruins it because they. I don't know.
Well, they have to like see if they can decipher between a good girl and an F girl.
I don't, it's, that's the only part I didn't like. Because the girl,
That's
one of the
literally the
girls,
point of the show.
no, but I don't like that because like the girl really fell in love with this guy and he turned out to be an F boy and he played the part really good that he wasn't. I didn't like
Mm.
that. Like it felt so yucky to me. I'm like, oh,
Well,
like I
that
wish that
is
the guy
literally
didn't
the
have to.
show.
I wish that guy didn't have to like stay the F boy. Like I wish he would have like been able to just like turn around and be like, okay,
Well, no, at the end, if the girl gets the money, she can decide if she wants to split it with him or not. Like if she had like a change of heart or something.
yeah. The end I don't like. I just like watching them like connect and fall in love. Like the end, it gives me stress. I don't like it.
Well, the good thing about it is, well, I think like they used to be F boys, like the guys on the show. So
Hmm.
now, like if it does happen to them, it's like they did it to someone else already, kind of thing.
It
But
gets icky. Those kind of rules kind of like they get iffy. So so I don't know if you know who Vanessa Williams is. She's like
mm,
a singer from the 80s or
no,
70s. I don't know. Back in the day, she's this black woman. She's gorgeous. She has light eyes. I think she's been in movies and she might have, I think she like sang the song in Aladdin or something, but she used to sing. But she's already like older, obviously. And she just came out with a brand new song. So she's like coming back. It's so funny. Like she's so much older and she's like revamping whatever.
mm.
So that was fun to watch, but her clothing in the videos very 80s. Like she's stuck in that era with clothing. So that I thought was funny. But also Kate Hudson, she started a music career and she's like my age, I think. You know,
Oh, I did see a video of her singing on stage, and she actually has a really nice voice.
yeah. So she's releasing her album May 17 and she has a video out with I think the song's called Glorious. And so that was interesting because she's starting a brand new singing
Sure, yeah.
career at 45 or whatever she is.
Which
And
is great because that just shows like you're not too old for Hollywood. Like
well,
back in
she
the day,
is
like it was like a certain age.
well, you are too old for Hollywood if you're nobody because she's already in the industry. So I guess it's easier for
Yeah,
her.
that's true.
Yeah. If you're just anybody starting, that probably won't work well.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. She was like America's sweetheart, so that's true.
Yeah. I mean, I think she doesn't sound bad. She sounds fine. The songs I don't love, but maybe they'll get better. They're like,
You
okay.
know, it'd be crazy if she starts getting all of this love and like her tour sells out or whatever compared to J Lo. Because didn't
Oh my.
J Lo like bash her once?
Did she? Really?
Yeah, like this is why people don't like J Lo because she says like stuff that are just like so anti women that she's just like against other women. Like she'll literally say to the press something negative about them, like how she's like more talented than them.
Really?
She said something like that.
Well, she
And
has
I'm
like
pretty
this
sure it was
fake.
Kate Hudson. I know it was like some American sweetheart blonde, and I'm pretty sure it was Kate Hudson.
She has a fake rivalry with Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey's like, I don't know who you're talking about. I've never met her. I don't know her. She's like, and then
Exactly.
people
Like,
take. I don't know what the origin was of that was, but people like asked her something about J Lo, and people thought it was shady that Mariah was like, well, I don't know her, but she's like, I don't. I've never met her. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah,
well, I don't know. I think that'd be funny because I think a couple years ago, not a couple years ago, like a while ago when JLo was like a little younger, when they both were starting out, she said something negative about her. So like, watch.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of rumors about her. Who knows what's true, what's not? But it's hard. Listen, when you're a celebrity and you say anything, like it's gonna bite you in the ass. Like everything you say, they take out of context. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently, she's not a great tipper. They say,
Okay, everyone says she's a monster to work with. Like, there's not one positive thing that someone has said. So
but most of her close friends have worked with her forever. So
because you're getting paid well and you're with one of the biggest celebrities, like,
no, I know. But if she's a monster to work with, you know, that says
mm.
something that they want to stay with her for
And
so
some
long.
people are nice to their close circle, but they think anyone beneath them they're not nice to. So
Yeah,
she could be perfectly fine to those people.
I guess. I don't
Mm.
know. I'm surprised I've never run into her because she lives here too, and she's always out in Miami.
Oh yeah, I know. I wonder where she hangs out. Well, it probably doesn't really
Um,
go anywhere now, but
remember that bride that a drunk driver killed her on her wedding night, and the mom wanted
hmm
to. So the mom is still suing the guy for the drunk driver was actually just released on bail from jail like a few months ago, and they're suing her, like she's getting like $1 million or something settlement from this case, and the mom is still fighting the fake husband for the estate of the,
Fake?
well, because they got married in Mexico or wherever, but they didn't legally get married. So
Mm.
remember?
Oh.
So she's still fighting on that.
Oh my
That's wild.
gosh, you just lost your wife and you just lost your daughter and now you have to deal with that? Oh my God.
So what do you think? So if you were going to get married, but you're not legally married, you're my child. So if you pass, you don't think I should benefit from it, not the husband that was not legally married to you yet? What do you think?
Um, I think the intent was there, so I think the
But think
husband
about
should
it.
get something.
Were they together a year? You think he deserves that and not the
You don't
mom?
know how long they were together.
No, I'm saying hypothetically. I don't, but hypothetically,
So what if they were like
like you're my child.
if it was a couple days later, yeah, it would have been his. So
I'm just saying, like I don't know
like
how
if
I
they
feel
went to
about
the
it.
court office beforehand, yeah, it would have
Like
been
I
his.
raised you, you're my kid. I'm suffering more. You like you just met her. I don't know.
No, but sometimes your partner usually knows you on a more intimate level than your parents.
Look at you taking away the thankless job of parents, parenthood.
This is such a Gen A thing
I
that
just
you're
don't know how
saying.
to feel about it. I mean, there is an argument on both sides. I raised you, I birthed you, and this guy comes along. Like, why does he get $1 million because you died? I'm your parent. I don't know how I feel about it. That's all I'm
Mm,
saying.
First of all, they should just split it. Second of all,
Well, he offered, and she didn't want to.
okay, then the mom is you also don't know the mother. What if the mother
Right,
sucks? Like,
right. No, I
you're
know. She
saying what
obviously
if he only dated her for a year? What if the mother sucks
true.
and is a
But
greedy old hag?
that's what I'm saying. There, I think there's two arguments to be had, but there's
But
more
legally,
details.
I guess it's hers.
I don't. We'll see what happens. They haven't ruled on it. I think they're still fighting it because the one paying is the bars, the Folly Beach bar or whatever that the lady got drunk at. They overserved her, so they're the ones paying for this, which I think is so unfair. How are you responsible for people that go in there and drink and what they do after?
Yeah, like how are you supposed to know? I mean, I don't know.
It's like that's wild. But and they could be taking drugs on top of it, whatever. So they're the ones paying the settlement. So I don't know what's
How come they're at fault for this? But then like what's that bar that the kid died in Nashville? Jason's bar? Jason Aldean's bar, I think.
mm-hmm.
How come they're not at fault for him dying or something?
Well,
Like isn't it the same thing?
I think they have receipt that he only purchased one drink from them. So I don't think there's proof that they overserved
Oh,
them. Maybe
gotcha.
there's proof that they overserved this lady. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But what is overserving? 4 drinks, 5 drinks? Like what is it? You
Yeah, I don't
know,
know. Yeah.
there must be a level. Um, I've never ordered too many drinks for them to tell me I'm overserved. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Um, all right. So remember, we were talking about Tom Cruise last week and like his daughter turning 18. Victoria Beckham had a 50th birthday, which was amazing as well. She had a great, beautiful, huge birthday. The Spice Girls got back together. All the Spice Girls were there. They were singing and performing. It was so fun.
Ooh.
Oh my God. You should look at Victoria Beckham's IG. It's fabulous. But Tom Cruise was there in the
Mm-hmm.
photos with their, I guess they're good friends, which is interesting because they're not Scientologists.
Well, yeah, he must have some normal friends.
Oh my, he has a bunch of non-Scientologist friends, which I find so interesting that he can't talk to his own child, but he can have all these friends that are not Scientologists. So he was
Right.
there, yeah, and the outfits were gorge. They were beautiful. I loved it. Beautiful party. Happy birthday to Victoria Beckham. A lot of good content to look at.
Oh yeah, she's very sophisticated as usual.
You saw some photos?
Yeah, she's very sophisticated as usual.
It's so fun that she's still friends with all the Spice Girls. It's so cute. That's
Hmm.
amazing. I
I know,
love that.
usually like little groups or bands kind of like
Yeah.
get in a tiff and they break up, but
I mean, even the Jonas Brothers and their family, they don't even get along. I hear all the time.
yeah, bands don't usually last.
Yeah, and they don't. They're like, oh, that was another part of my life. Like, I like that they aren't too cool to like get back together and like be silly with each other. You know.
Right. I know when people are like, "Oh, that was another part of my life," like don't associate me with like that Disney character or something. It's
I
like,
hate that.
you mean the
Yeah,
one that made you?
so fun. I know. So
Yeah.
silly. Okay, this story is so disturbing. So there was this like weird, not weird, but like World Snooker Championship, something I've never heard of, like overseas somewhere, and they're just talking about this event, it's like some event, right?
Okay.
And they're just like covering the event, the news guys talking, blah blah blah, and in the background, in the crowd, there's a man with a young child, not young, but like 10, 12, I don't know how old he was, standing behind the boy, and he's caught on camera, just like in the background, biting the child's ear like a pedophile. Like it could be the father, the uncle, whatever. Like it's gone viral and everyone's like, find this man. This guy's a pedophile. He's abusing this kid. Like it's disgusting. And I can't find any updates. Hold on. You saw that? Wait, I'll do it again. You gotta look at the guy. You see the ear?
Yeah.
Ew. And then he smiles at the camera because he sees people like the camera his way. It's so disturbing. And the kid's
Oh,
just
and the
like,
kid I think waved, so like he's just like
yeah,
used to this behavior.
yes. People are,
That's so sad.
well, the police are investigating. They're trying to find like the guy, like to see what's the problem. Like it's so bad. Look at his creepy smile. Ew, you saw that?
No, he looks disgusting.
Ew, it's so sad. It's so sad. I can't. I have nightmares about it. They haven't.
Where
They
was
haven't.
that? In the US?
No, Yorkshire
Hmm.
police. So wherever that is, South Yorkshire. So like somewhere over there.
That's disgusting.
But
Oh
how
my god. Ew.
wild. And he didn't just like, he put the whole ear in his mouth and then nibbled it on, like it was intense. Like what he did was really gross. There's
The
no
fact that he's
mistaking
doing
it.
that in public is kind of crazy.
That was straight out of Law and Order. Like the boy was like unfazed as he noticed he could be seen on live broadcast and smiled. Like it's almost like he's like, they're watching us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why was he so not discreet about it? Like, he's just like out in the open.
Because you're in a crowd and you don't, he didn't put two and two together that they're on TV.
He's
And
like
that's why
too comfortable doing that.
ew. I hope they catch him.
Yeah, I hope they catch him. That's disgusting.
They're definitely looking for him. I believe I saw something that said they located who that guy's identity. So hopefully something happens there. But one fan posted the clip and said, "What the f did I just see? Like this is sick." Like I'm so glad they shared it because that's disgust. Like it's so sad.
Yeah, hopefully they find him. And I want to know like how he's related to the kid. Like, I wonder if it's like an uncle or a dad.
It's wild.
Disgusting.
Speaking of disgusting, have you heard all the hoopla around Baby Reindeer on Netflix?
No.
Oh my god, please don't watch it. Just take my word for it. It's disturbing. It's okay. So there's a show called Baby Reindeer on Netflix, and it's so the guy that stars in the show, it's about himself. He plays himself, which was odd because it's so disturbing. Like he had to play the character and relive it, which is weird. But basically, the premise is he's some guy that like moved to London to be a comedian. That's his lifelong dream. And then he struggled. So he's like working at a bar. He moved there with his girlfriend and lives with his girlfriend's mom with his girlfriend. And then him and his girlfriend broke up and he stayed living with the girlfriend's mom and the girlfriend moved out of her mom's house, but he stayed. because he had no money to move. And the mom lost her son, so I think it kind of replaced that, whatever. So he
Okay.
lives or works in a bar, and this girl named Martha walks into his bar. The overweight lady comes in the bar. She sits there, and she doesn't have money for her coffee or Diet Coke, so he says it's on the house, whatever. And from that point on, she becomes his stalker. She comes in the bar every 5 minutes, every day, all the time. She never has money, and she says she's a lawyer. She's a high paid lawyer, and all these stories, like, it's all bullshit. And she becomes a stalker, and she becomes obsessed with him. And she has this crazy laugh, and it's disturbing. And then he follows her home one day because she's so weird. She lives in like this little apartment that's full of trash and hoarding, and all, like, it's like she's mentally ill. But long story short, during all this, she's stalking him. It takes him 6 months to report her because stuff gets so crazy with her. She's like, throughout the whole thing, she sends him, like, I don't know what the numbers are, but for instance, 50,000 emails, 40,000 text messages, like all this stuff, because she's a stalker, and she's been accused and reported before with other people because she's like a stalker. But he, wanting to be a comedian, runs into some guy as an adult. So this whole time I'm watching, I'm thinking, oh, he was abused when he was young. That's why he's allowing certain things as he gets older. But the twist for me is the abuse that happened to him happened as an adult that he put himself in. So usually you see trauma as a kid, and then as you're older, you experience the aftermath. But this was as an adult, no trauma as a kid. He starts taking drugs with some guy that promises him like a writing role or something, and that guy abuses him, but willingly, in the sense that he's willingly going to this guy's house, taking drugs, waking up, seeing that the guy's hands down his pants, and he keeps going back. So he had a chance to not go back. So it's all weird. It's very weird.
This is the guy that's getting stalked? Is this a real show? Like a
Yeah.
documentary kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. Sometimes
So
you go on tangents about shows and then I realize it's not real.
wait, so he's on the show. The girl's name is Martha, but they say that he did it, like, they look so much like the real people. So people that watch shows are insane, and they found the real people. And so the writer of the show, the star, is like, please stop stalking the real people. Like, this is messed up. I didn't want, like, all
Yeah.
the real. So the real stalker is all over Facebook apparently saying he was in love with me. And she's like, I'm going to take legal action. Blah blah blah. This isn't true. That didn't happen. Like, she's all over the place in her stalker ways. She has 5,000 messages now on her Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah, and they've
no, that's
identified.
crazy.
But
Dude,
the what?
people on the internet are crazy. They can
No,
literally find anything.
no. If you ever want to find something out, be like, I can't find this. Just let them do the work.
Right. No,
Um,
there's literally this guy's page on TikTok that's dedicated to finding where people are. So, like, they'll be in a random cafe and all you see is, like, the booth. That's all you see, and
right.
he can find where you are. Like, it's crazy.
No, it's insane.
It's
It's
insane.
scary. It's scary to be like a known person. Like, hell no. And these girls are like, if your man is in Nashville right now at a bachelor party, it's like, and he's wearing a green jacket, and then they'll find him.
They'll find him.
He just asked me for my number.
Yeah,
It's
and it's, like, the
wild.
smallest detail.
How people cheat in these days, I don't get it. It's like, you're gonna get caught, period. No matter
Yeah.
where you are, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. But so I just thought it was interesting because this guy willingly did drugs with this guy, and even after the guy did some and he saw that, he kept going back. So as I can appreciate, there's obviously something going on with him. He is an adult at this point, though. Like, he made these decisions as an adult. So to me, that's not like childhood. It's different if it's childhood trauma where you had no say, as opposed to adult trauma that you put yourself in.
Right. I mean, he's clearly mentally unstable.
And the stalker, when he finally reports her and something finally happens, like when she goes away for a little bit, it's not that he misses her, but he misses the attention. So there's obviously, like, yeah, it's all about like the trauma in his head. Because he like she left us so many voicemails. He'll go walking about his day. He's listening to the voicemails the whole time.
Okay, so he's a little crazy too.
Yeah, it's disturbing. So don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's not.
I was about to say until you said that she has like been in trouble for this previously, but I was gonna say like, what if it's in his head and he's just like mentally ill and like
Oh
she's
no,
not a stalker, but she is
no,
a stalker.
she is a
Maybe
stalker.
they do well together. She
But
gives a
the
lot
whole
of attention. He likes the attention.
yeah, and he even like got aroused thinking of her at some point in the show. Not and but it's not her. It's like the situation. It's really sick, and yeah, it's really sick. It's very sad to watch. Like I was very depressed. I'm like, this should not be on TV. Like no,
Yeah, I wonder. The real guy never came out, or they found him, I guess, but
he is the real guy.
in the show.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's playing himself,
oh,
which is
ew.
odd. Yeah.
Why would you do that? Again, attention.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're right.
Like, why would you put your life out like that? Your sad, twisted life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's very
It's so
weird.
true. That's telling of why would you want to relive it? Maybe, for money, but also he likes the attention. Like obviously he likes some sort of attention.
I'm surprised he reported her. Like, he clearly likes it. Unless he didn't realize he, like, missed it. Like, he didn't
No,
realize he
he felt
liked it
bad for
until she
her.
was gone, and then he was like, wait.
Even when he was living at the girlfriend's mom's house, she would sit at the bus stop, like he could see through the window day and night, just staring into abyss. And when he'd walk by and she'd be like, yeah, like she'd yell at him and yell at other any normal person would be like pissed already and be like, get out, get away from me. Like he
Mhm.
was so patient with her, according to what he showed, that it was disturbing. It was hard to feel
Oh.
bad for him because it's like, what's wrong with you? Like stop. I don't know.
Right. He himself is a little bizarre.
Yeah. And now you
Well,
just made a stellar point. Why would he go through this again unless he liked going through it again?
right. And, like, him admitting, like, this is my story. This is how bizarre my story is. Like, I don't know.
And him
Usually
like
this gets written about other people, but he's, like, gladly doing it.
and him saying like him showing in the show like he got aroused of the thought of her at some point and then her saying he's the one that came after him. Like I kind of believe her a little bit now too.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
maybe not everything he's saying is true.
Yeah.
What if they, like, end up together?
Oh no. It's just I think a sick mind thing. He obviously has some sort of trigger. I mean, when he told his because so he's going through hell in a sense because it is very like a lot of bad stuff happen. Oh, and he starts to date a trans woman. He dates a trans woman. She's actually really beautiful in the show. Like she's an
Okay.
actress, but she is actually trans in real life, and she has a very soothing like voice and short hair. She's cute. She's so cute, and she's very like normal next to him in the
Mhm.
show. She's like, I think you like this. Like, why don't you put a stop to it? Like she's like the voice of reason.
Uh,
And their relationship ends in the show because she doesn't like what's happening. But she's interesting. She's very beautiful. Like she was on the cover of a magazine.
oh.
Yeah. The one and she looks just like the person in real life because they found all the people and they did a side by side of all the characters.
Oh.
They not the show, but like in on
Right,
social
the people,
media.
like, the internet.
Yes. But I thought that was interesting. And like the girl beat her up and everything. Like she caught her in there. The girl put in her head, the stalker, that they were a couple, even though they never touched, acted like a couple. Like
Who
yeah,
beat who up?
the stalker beat up the I forgot her name in the show, the trans
Oh,
woman,
the girlfriend? The girlfriend?
the girlfriend. Like she went at her and she pulled a piece of her hair and everything at a bar.
Okay, stalkers can be obviously they're crazy, but it's like to the point where you don't want to be involved in that relationship because she'll
Yeah,
kill you just to get to him.
exactly. No,
Yeah.
of course. She's like, I can't hide for the rest of my life, like all this stuff.
Yeah, especially when he's like kind of into it. You're like, okay.
Right. He's like into it to the point like he even when he reported her to the police, she's like, "Did you tell them what the girl did to me at the bar?" He didn't say it. Like he wanted to report her, but he didn't go far enough to actually get a stop
He
to
didn't
it.
want her in jail because he wanted to still have that chance that she would stalk him.
Yeah, who knows?
I
Don't watch it.
wonder where they are now.
She's on Facebook bitching. What do you mean?
Right. But
Yeah.
does she have a new victim? Is she still stalking? Probably.
Well, at the end of the show, he goes into the bar and another bar and he asked the guy for something and he forgot his wallet. And when the
Mhm.
guy's like, "Oh, don't worry, it's on me," and he looks up at the guy and that's where it ends. It's almost like he's like now it made it look so I read an article that said it made it look like he was not going to be obsessed with that guy, but it was more like he just noticed
Mm. Where it
what
started.
he that it wasn't yeah, but like it's normal to say it's on me if you see someone having a hard time. Like it didn't warrant the stalking.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. You can interpret it different ways, I guess, but that's what the article said.
Interesting. I want him to have an interview.
Oh, I'm sure there's some out there.
Yeah, like an after interview.
Yeah. So, you know, don't watch it,
That's
please.
a crazy one. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'm in the mood for something weird, but
No, not that weird.
yeah.
Okay. So I got a dry brush beauty tip that I haven't done in a while for five
Ooh, I
bucks
was
on
wondering if
Amazon.
those are worth it.
I got it for $5 on Amazon, not $150 from Skinny Confidential. Not kidding.
I mean, yeah.
Hers is nice though. It's like a long stick, pretty and pink and whatever. Hers is like, but this is just a small handheld one.
Hers is premium. This one's
Yeah,
affordable.
hers is cute, but this one's just like a little handheld, and I
Yeah,
like it. You do it before the shower, and it exfoliates your skin. I like it. I feel softer.
I guess. Like, I'm wondering, is it necessary? Is this like a when you're older kind of thing? Do I need to
Well,
do it?
exfoliating is always a good idea. Plus, you're
Yeah.
supposed to go up towards your heart, so it's supposed to like help with lymphatic drainage on your body.
Oh, okay. I wonder if that's as effective because I saw this lady who part of her workout routine is doing lymphatic drainage, like on
Hmm.
her
Yeah.
stomach and stuff, and it makes it so smooth and flat. Obviously, she works out, but she's like, this is like a huge contributor. So I
Well, this
wonder,
is
but
a
it's more of like
brush,
that, like Skinny Confidential also has like that
the body
body
contour.
contour. Yeah,
Hmm. I was gonna say this is a brush, so it's not gonna have. I mean, it would have kind
yeah,
of the same effect and exfoliate at the same time, but if you want that ridge, you need the contour one.
yeah. I haven't seen anything like that contour one. I will say the Skinny Confidential one.
I've seen them.
Really?
Yeah, because when you look up gua shas, it'll show you like a big gua sha for your body.
Oh, yeah. I want to start doing that.
Totally. But you need oil. We should
Yeah.
use oil with it. But yeah, I love it.
I
It's a
mean,
lot of
gua sha has completely changed my face, so I'm
have you?
sure it does something to my body. Like I should try it.
You're certain it's changed your face? Like you have a before and
A
after?
1000%. I do it every single morning for years now, and like this used to be so much deeper. Like my cheeks used to just like kind of go down more and like create smile lines.
But also, I'm not saying it doesn't work. Obviously, I love gua sha or guasa, however you say it. But as you get older, you lose baby fat. Like my pictures when I was young, like my face was like this, and then
That's
like
true.
as you lose like all the fat.
That's true. But
But it does
like,
work.
even like you would think if you look at my old pictures, you would think I got like an eyebrow lift or something.
Yeah, maybe because you pluck. No,
Anything but the gua sha?
no, I believe in guasa, and actually, you shouldn't stop there. You should do your head. Did you know
I
that?
do. Especially when I wash my hair, I'll like do a whole routine of like
Well,
massaging it out.
I have like it has claws, like it looks like a brush, and you do
Mm-hmm.
like this in your head because all that too is your skin and lymphatic drainage in your head. So you're
Yeah,
supposed to like smooth it out.
right. And I think that helps with like tension here too, like just the whole thing right here.
Whole thing.
And this helps with like pulling it up and yeah.
Yeah. So definitely don't forget about your scalp.
I saw this girl on TikTok who dies for the gua sha and she has this whole routine and she's been doing it for years every single day.
Yeah.
And she used to have hooded eyelids and they're like kind of went up and her
Hmm.
face just looks a lot more open and pulled back.
Yeah. Because when
And
you
people are like, "Oh, that's plastic surgery, that's injections, like whatever." And I'm like, "No, like this, because that literally happened to my face, and I've gotten nothing done. Like I know it's real."
yeah, well, first of all, when you get Botox, it brings your eyebrows down because it pushes down.
Yeah,
Also, although I think you can get Botox in a way that it'll bring it up, but this part will be up, not that. Like, yeah,
yeah,
Like Brittany from the Valley, she used to be on Vanderpump Rules. She looks like the Joker now. I feel so bad. Like, no offense, Brittany, but she's a beautiful girl. If you see her when she first started dating Jax on the show years ago, gorgeous girl. She had all this stuff done, and she looks awful. Like, she doesn't look like herself. And if she just like stopped doing all that, and like she would feel like herself again. Like, she looks terrible. Like, her boobs are out to here, her face, she doesn't look right. And you could tell she feels uncomfortable. She just has to, and it's an easy fix. Just stop doing all that, let it dissolve, and like go back to your old self, and she'll probably feel worlds better. But her eyebrows, like, they're up here. Like, she looks like angry. Like, it's so bad. And then her cheeks, she looks like the Joker. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, I might look
Young.
okay because like people are doing all this stuff to them when they're younger in like their 20s, and like it might look fine now, but when you start doing it for years, it starts looking a little crazy.
No, she does not look cute, and she's a beautiful girl, and it looks so uncomfortable. Like, I don't know what's the point. She's super young. She doesn't need. She might be like late 30s. Like, she doesn't need all this
Right,
stuff
but
right
people
now.
start getting used to that look because everyone has that look around her probably. So they just like get used to it. I don't know.
The good news is she just has to reverse it, and she'll be good. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but she
not like
probably
a
won't
switch.
reverse it. But
Well, maybe after she sees the photo everyone's talking about, maybe she's thinking about it, because my God, I'm gonna show it to
yeah,
you. It's wild, but yeah, natural better. The problem, not the problem, but like, you have to do it like the guasa every single day. It's like you got to
yeah,
be consistent, because it is like natural stuff. So it's not like Botox that's gonna last 4 months without thinking about it. Like, you got to do the work,
right. I
and
do it
it
every single morning for
yeah.
years, and that's why it's made such a difference.
Do
So
you do
yeah,
this and like you do all that?
yeah. You like open it up first, like here, and like open it, drain it.
Well, they say
Honestly, it's
too,
nice in the morning.
it's nice.
It like wakes you up.
And I use my fingers too. Like, you go like this, and like,
Hmm.
I use my fingers as well, because like a different motion.
I used to do jaw exercises. I saw this model and she like goes like she like does all this jaw stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think I have TMJ, so like I don't even need it.
You have TMJ. That's not good.
Yeah, I like grind my teeth.
You know what they say? You have to hold this. You have to go like this and bring it down, like put pressure and go slow, and that loosens this whatever
I use my
masseter
gua
muscle.
sha in the morning, so I'll go like this, and I use my gua sha and I pull it down, and then I pull it
Oh
all the way
yeah,
through. Yeah, gua sha,
Washa.
gua sha.
And finger massage. Finger massage is
Yeah,
good.
and dry brush.
And dry brush. All right. So that's it for this week. We'll see you
Mhm.
next week. Enjoy.